Government exists to provide public services. Key among these services is public safety. The Heber City Police Department has been honorably serving Heber City for over 63 years. In all that time, there has never been a purpose-built public safety facility. As technology, crime, disaster, and societal needs have changed, the need for an efficient building to house Heber City's dedicated professionals and provide public safety services is greater than ever. Currently, the police department works out of an old central school building. Ironically, this building was deemed unsuitable for children to attend school due to safety considerations with the structure and the fact that the building was no longer capable of servicing modern technological needs. These same considerations make the building unsuitable as a public safety building. Nevertheless, the building at the time was an affordable solution to provide the police space that was not available where they had been housed in a portion of the Heber City offices. Using the school as a police department facility prevents your police professionals from being capable of providing crime prevention and crucial public safety services for a number of reasons, including the building is simply not able to be secured to modern standards required to keep information, people, and evidence safe, such as keycard access, vehicle barriers, surveillance, controlled public access, and ballistic protection. The need for security is evident by recent incidents at the state capitol, West Valley Police Department, Texas courthouse shooting, and many other well-known events. All spaces in the building are repurposed classrooms or school office spaces, which never intended to allow police to perform law enforcement or public safety functions. Interview rooms are thin-walled. Voices and distractions are easily heard between the rooms, and outside distractions can be heard within the interview rooms. Evidence storage is small, inadequately secured to modern standards, and improperly ventilated to protect evidence technicians from deadly carcinogens. Purpose-built lab space is non-existent. Lab and evidence spaces require specialized ventilation to remove deadly spores and other toxins associated with illegal drugs. Lab workers, officers, and the public that enter the building are continuously exposed to these dangerous conditions. The building was constructed at a time when asbestos was widely used in construction. Unfortunately, due to the condition of the roof and some exterior walls, water seeps into the building regularly, which could cause the asbestos to become friable, a condition that exposes occupants, including officers and the public, to this deadly carcinogen. The facility contains no conference or training rooms other than what could be repurposed from classrooms. Citizens meeting with their law enforcement officials must do so in dingy, unprofessional, multi-purpose areas, and any training or education brought in for the officers or offered to members of the public must be held in inadequately air-conditioned or heated classroom spaces with leaky roofs and outdated, if non-existent, audio-visual capabilities. Information technology capabilities are outmoded, repurposed, or not available. Despite the rapid growth of IT-related law enforcement services, which, like all modern environments, are heavily dependent upon computers and other technologies such as radios, digital video, and audio recording, and data transfer and sharing with other law enforcement agencies. There is but 1 out of 5 operational restroom facilities in the building. Changing rooms and shower facilities do not exist for officers who are exposed to bloodborne pathogens or hazardous materials. The building is not disaster worthy. In fact, it is falling down. Officers and members of the public are in danger when they use this building. Additionally, public safety would have nowhere to operate from after an earthquake or other disasters that we see all too often. This would handicap police and city officials, making such potentially horrific events even more problematic. Attempts have been made over the years to extend the life of the building and drag out the need for a new public safety facility as long as possible. This has included temporary roofing, repairs to crumbling walls, adding space heaters, and discontinuing the use of costly boiler system. In 2008, a careful detailed study was conducted by GSBS, an architectural firm well known for their expertise in public safety. The study was used to determine actual spatial needs for a public safety facility and plan for the types of specific capabilities that a modern facility would need so that costs could be controlled. That study, validated by current research, has concluded that remodeling the school building is prohibitive and that a new facility is the only way to address all the needs. Unfortunately, the economy had a downturn during this time, and the plans to replace the facility were put on hold out of fiscal responsibility. This, however, has come with a price. The cost of the facility increases with each year of delay. Now in 2013, the needs have simply become too great. The question is no longer should we build, but how do we build such a facility? Heber City citizens deserve dedicated, purpose-built facility so that the police professionals can be as efficient and effective as possible in providing public safety services. A grant application providing a low-interest loan to partially finance the new facility has been made and is expected to finance as much as 85% of the cost of such a facility, and the facility will be built on the existing school property so that there will be no additional cost to acquire property. Yes, like any needed public building, there will be an added cost to taxpayers. Every effort is being made to reduce this impact to a minimum. It is estimated that the increase to a residence valued at $250,000 will be about $4.60 a month. Any new facility will be built to address growth and be sustainable so that future investment is limited. Careful attention will be given to security, safety, disaster worthiness, functionality, and efficiency. A new building can be welcoming, professional, and a source of pride for Heber City. To reduce the need for additional buildings, the public safety facility will also include space for the Heber City Justice Court and will address space needs for evidence, public and police parking, training for both the public and police, and provide an emergency operations center for the city in the event of a disaster. The Heber Police Department thanks the citizens of Heber City and the leadership of the city for their dedication to this project and will continue to provide dedicated professional law enforcement services that will be greatly enhanced by the city's new public safety building.